Hey guys, it's Jen. This is a Jen and Zen episode of Reframing Me. In these short bits, I give you something to meditate on or journal about. Today, I'd like you to think about this. How would your life be different if you could stop only doing and allow yourself to be? Can you find the place where you are practicing and valuing both doing and being? We spend so much of our lives just going, going, going. I know that I am as guilty of this as anyone, just busy, always busy doing something. We're a culture that is so into accomplishing something to feel like we matter, like we are a productive and important member of society. And sometimes it doesn't even matter what it is that we're doing. We just need to do something. I was in a meditation the other day, and she said something about, in that moment, just being, taking a break and not doing for that moment, just being. And it wasn't long after that that my son asked me to read something that he had written for his uni class. So it's like a class that's the basic introductory welcome to college class that all incoming freshmen need to take. They had them write a reflection on their hopes and their fears for college, that kind of thing. In it, he mentioned that he was feeling a bit of pressure because everyone says it's the, quote, best years of your life. And it made me think back to that meditation because I totally enjoyed college. It was lovely. But it wasn't the best years of my life. I would definitely say there have been the majority of my adult years have been better than my college years were, if I really think about it. Like if I consider the activities that I was doing and being surrounded by people who make me the happiest and who I love the most, and the kind of person being happier with the kind of person that, say, I am now than like when I was 18. And I would think that I bet number of the people who say that college, the best years of your life, if you really ask them to think about it in those terms, they might also agree that other years have been better. So why do we say this? Why do so many people think it? And I would like to say also that I'm only saying college because college is my reference point, and college is what he wrote this for. Some people might sub in high school for that, and if that's you, then that's perfect. For me personally, I cannot wrap my head around saying high school and the best of anything in the same sentence. I mean, don't get me wrong. I had a perfectly good high school experience. The people I went to high school with there were lots of very lovely people, but am I going to my 30th high school reunion that is this weekend? That would be a hard no as my RSVP. There's really nothing that I can imagine wanting to do less, even though it was a perfectly decent experience. So, why do so many people consider those years to be the best of their lives? I have a theory on this. I think it's because in college, our focus was on being. Yes, we were doing things, we were accomplishing things, but our focus, without even realizing it was just to be, to just sit in that place in time where we were able to turn our attention inward, to focus on who we were and who we wanted to become. Yes, we were doing things, we were accomplishing things, but it was as if those things kind of happened like by proxy. Now it's different. Our attention is so very outward facing. Our focus is on the accomplishments, the tasks completed, the checked boxes. Our focus is on everyone else. Those years, those were the selfish years. And I don't say that negatively, not at all. In fact, I don't think that we are allowed to be selfish enough. I don't think we're given enough time or enough opportunity to be selfish. And we've definitely not given enough approval to be selfish. The distinction between doing and being represents two very different types of existence that shape our lives, that shape the way that we see our world and our experiences in it. Doing relates to our actions, to our tasks, to our external achievements. But being emphasizes our presence, our awareness, our inner alignment. And if we can understand this distinction, we can have a much deeper understanding of how we are living and what we are prioritizing in our daily existence. When we are in the mode of doing, our life is defined by our activity. It is about completing tasks, achieving goals, interacting with the external world. Go, 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 do. In our modern society, we totally prioritize doing because it is closely tied to productivity and to measurable outcomes. And therefore, it's a measure of success, which is why we view busy people as being successful. So, like working towards a career goal or handling daily responsibilities or striving for some type of growth, doing is about action. The energy of doing is outward focused. We seek to change or to improve something, whether it's our environment or our skills or our social standing. And yes, of course, doing is essential, 100%. I mean, after all, most of our progress and our accomplishments come from doing. And it even leads to a constant drive then for more doing. But this focus on productivity can become overwhelming if we lose sight of what it means to pause and reflect inward. Doing tends to push us towards the future, always seeking the next goal or the next milestone. But sometimes it's at the expense of our present experience. Now, being is a state of presence. The emphasis shifts from action to awareness and connection with the present moment. It is about experiencing life as it is, without the need to change or fix or achieve anything. When we are in the mode of being, we accept ourselves and our surroundings without judgment. We tune into our thoughts and into our emotions and into all of the sensations of the present moment. Being fosters a sense of inner peace and mindfulness and clarity. But being is not about being stagnant. No, it is about cultivating a sense of ourself that is not solely defined by our accomplishments. It invites us to recognize the beauty and the value of simply existing. It allows us to appreciate life's small moments. It gives us the opportunity to connect with others on a deeper level. Being helps us to slow down and reflect and recognize the inner motivations that are behind our actions. It allows us to understand our why. But doing has that sense of urgency, whereas being is patient, being is still. Yes, doing is essential, but so is being. And we don't do enough of it as like full-on adults now, which is possibly why we look at those years that we didn't have to do all the time, that we could be. That's why we see those as being so wonderful. But striking a balance between doing and being is the key to a fulfilling life. Doing allows us to interact with the world. We can make an impact. We are able to pursue our passions. And being grounds us in the present. It gives us the space to reconnect with ourselves and with the world on a more profound level. When we focus solely on doing, life can become driven by an endless pursuit of our goals and our tasks. It can become kind of mechanical, very cold. There's little to no room for reflection or for joy or for self-awareness that allows us the opportunity to ask and the opportunity to hear our answer to, are we happy? Is this the life we want? Is this what we need? But on the other side, living only in the sense of being makes us a recipient of our lives rather than the active creator of our lives. It makes us passive and could disconnect us from our potential to act and to create change. And so true fulfillment comes when we learn to integrate both of these modes simultaneously, being fully present while engaging in the act of doing. This means finding joy in the process, not just in the outcome, even if the process doesn't appear to be the slightest bit productive sometimes. Our value is not merely in what we accomplish. No, our value is in who we are in each moment. The difference between doing and being reminds us that life is not just about constant action and productivity. It is also about experiencing the richness of the present moment. It's about understanding ourselves. It's about embracing the stillness when we need it. And if we can cultivate a mindset that balances doing and being, we can live much more intentional and peaceful and authentic lives. So today I ask you, how would your life be different if you could stop only doing and also allow yourself to be? Can you find the place where you are practicing and valuing both? Thank you so much for listening today and always. If you've enjoyed the show, please share it with your friends. That's how we will continue to grow our community. Find me on socials. It's Reframing Me everywhere. And until next time, be well and communicate.